Tied to the roaming giants of the plains, a shadowy avian syndicate has completely abandoned the biological burden of parenthood. Operating as an obligate brood parasite, this female observes the world with a cold, calculating precision. Her species survives by following the massive herds, leaving them no time to construct nests or incubate their own young. Instead, they outsource their reproduction, targeting the meticulous labor of significantly smaller songbirds. She acts as a silent spy, patiently monitoring the host's exact construction schedule. She waits for the precise moment the host departs to forage. The invasion is initiated with terrifying, ruthless speed. She breaches the nursery, systematically neutralizing one of the host's offspring to maintain clutch volume parity. The ruthless logic of the prairie demands absolute efficiency. In a matter of seconds, she deposits her own heavily weaponized payload directly into the center of the nest. The host's biological investment is instantly converted into collateral damage. The operation is complete, but the surveillance has only just begun. If the host recognizes the parasitic intrusion and rejects the imposter, a brutal evolutionary mechanism is triggered. This is the Mafia Hypothesis. Rejection is met with immediate, cold-blooded retaliation. Driven by instinctual vindictiveness, the invader systematically annihilates the entire nursery. The retaliatory strike forces the traumatized host to rebuild, providing the parasite with a secondary window of opportunity. Desperation drives the warbler to lay a new clutch, completely unaware that she is trapped in a hostile biological loop. The parasite operates with relentless efficiency, executing a second invasion the moment the nest is left unguarded. The biological payload is delivered, perfectly mimicking the volume of the stolen host egg. The crime scene is abandoned, leaving the host to unknowingly incubate its own genetic destruction. The forest is a multi-layered battlefield, where danger constantly ascends from the shadows. The true cruelty lies in the accelerated 10-day incubation period, engineered to outpace the host's natural biology. To protect their clutch, the host parents risk everything, inadvertently defending the very monster that will destroy their lineage. The dictator arrives. Born blind and helpless, yet biologically programmed to monopolize every available resource. Its massive, brightly colored gate overrides the host's natural instincts, forcing them to feed the giant imposter. Meanwhile, its biological mother feeds leisurely on the plains, completely detached from the labor of raising her offspring. By the time the legitimate heirs begin to hatch, the nursery is already a hostile, conquered territory. The smaller, weaker chicks are systematically starved or crushed to death, an unavoidable consequence of this ruthless evolutionary strategy. Far from the forest, the biological parents continue their nomadic existence, entirely free from the caloric drain of raising young. The legitimate heirs are systematically eliminated, crushed under the exponentially growing mass of the intruder. The host parents are worked to the brink of physiological collapse, enslaved by a genetic deception they cannot break.
Here.
Every aspect of the host's energy is siphoned, from constant foraging to the mechanical removal of the giant's waste. Within an absurdly compressed 13-day fledging period, the parasite metamorphoses into a giant, entirely outgrowing its stolen nursery. The constant, deafening begging of the parasite acts as an acoustic beacon for larger predators. Its oversized body saves it. While a tiny warbler chick would be snapped, the giant parasite simply falls out of the strike zone. The host parents mourn the disappearance of a child that was never theirs to begin with. The true parents await on the plains, unbothered by the fatal struggles occurring in the forest. The time for the final departure approaches. The biological illusion begins to shatter. A deep, inherited genetic instinct completely overrides its temporary bond with the host species. An innate homing beacon draws the juvenile toward the chaotic hum of its own kind. Without a single look back, it abandons the decimated host family. It seamlessly integrates into its true ecological niche. Left behind is a ruined nursery and an entirely exhausted host. The cycle of the avian mafia continues, executing a perfect, cold-blooded survival strategy without ever knowing the parents who raised them.